Team, welcome to the Destination Imagination Instant Challenge. Stack 'em up. Your task is to create up to 10 structures that will stack on top of each other to create a freestanding structure that is as high as possible. For the purpose of this challenge, freestanding means that the structure is not attached to anything. You will have up to 5 minutes to use your imagination to design and build your structures, and up to 2 minutes to stack your structures on top of one another. In the center of the room is a table with a taped square inside of which you are to stack your structures. There are also materials that you may use to build your structures. Part 1, 5 minutes. Use the materials on the table to build up to 10 structures that can be stacked on top of one another. Each of your structures must be made of more than one material. Your team may also use this time to practice stacking up your structures. At the end of part 1, you should count the number of structures you have built for the appraisers. Part 2, 2 minutes. Stack up your structures one at a time. The first structure should be placed within the taped square, and then additional structures added to the first structure. When adding a new structure, the new structure must touch at least one of the previous structures. In addition, each structure must stay where it was placed, untouched, for 5 seconds before the next structure may be added. Structures may only touch the table within the taped area. If one of the structures falls off, it may be replaced. At the end of part 2, the appraisers will measure how high your freestanding stack is above the table. You will be warned when you have 1 minute remaining and 30 seconds remaining in part 2. Materials are 10 toothpicks, 6 paper clips, 1 piece of foil, 2 plastic spoons, 1 paper cup, 4 straws, 4 mailing labels, 4 cocktail umbrellas, 2 Band-Aids, 24 inches of string, 4 paper cupcake wrappers, and 10 pieces of spaghetti. Scoring: you will receive 1 point, 10 points maximum for each structure that your team makes in part 1. 2 points, 20 points maximum for each structure that is successfully stacked up in part 2. 1 point, 30 points maximum for each inch of height of your stack at the end of part 2. Up to 20 points for how creatively you use the materials, and up to 20 points for how well your team works together. Team, do you have any questions?
Yes. When we stack stuff in the structure, does it need to be concurrently stacked vertically, as in from one point of the highest part, it must be to the next part? Or are we going off what it says in part 2, where it says, when adding a new structure, the new structure must touch at least one of the previous structures, where it makes no mention of height? Yep. Very well, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
It mentioned if one structure falls off, it can be replaced. Does that mean we can put that same structure back on, or is that structure then out of play and we have to use another one?
You may replace the structure that fell.
Cool. I'm ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
Ready.
Okay, you have up to 5 minutes. Team, you may begin.
All right, Rebecca.
Yeah, all right, we need 10 structures. They have to stack on top of each other, and ideally it stacked up to 30 inches.
So I think Patrick is probably thinking what I was thinking of.
One structure 30 inches tall, stack stuff.
Yeah, and then you just
around
stack like a bunch of little stuff.
But it needs to be, each structure should be 2 parts.
Yeah, we were
2
all
different
thinking
things.
that.
I'm sure we were.
So, cup is the base,
Yeah.
straws going up top,
Yes. Yeah.
one
Yeah.
structure. I don't know.
I mean, you could just take like a little bit of foil, put it on a toothpick, and that's your
Yeah,
structure.
take some toothpicks to like
And
the
then just
bandages,
stack
everyone
them
will
up.
have.
How can we alter our materials?
That's a good question.
That's a really great question.
All right, should we start building
You wanna work on the
since
base with
our
her?
clock has started? Good idea.
Okay.
So we need 30 inches of base.
We don't have to build
Wait,
in the
tape it
square, but the stacking has to be in the
I don't
square.
know, punch a hole
Okay,
here,
I
stick
guess
it
we
in.
can always make a few.
And we should keep all of our heavier materials at the bottom. So
I think we
that-
only need the straws.
Yes.
So Patrick, do you think we're good to...
Yes, I think we only need the straws on the table.
Okay, so you think we can make
Am I
these
right?
our 10 little structures, or 9 structures, and
All right.
have them
Yeah,
touching?
that's a really good idea.
Yeah, thank
We can figure something out for sure.
The foil, we should probably have part of it as like a base that stuff can lay on. So this goes on top of a section of foil.
you. That's a structure if I do this. Look at that, it's structured.
So our
How
first
much
structure
time
that
do
gets
we have
laid
left?
down would be the foil with something on it.
Yeah, so that's a structure, it's got a toothpick in it.
The second structure would be the cup with the straws. Well, that order that.
Guys, we have about 3.5 minutes to get our
That's
structures
why I
done.
said altering our materials.
Let's
Remember,
measure that.
Okay,
Pasta
where's
is-
the thing?
That would be too.
I'm not saying.
We also have these little rubber bands from the cocktail umbrellas.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What
That's
should
a
we
really
do with
good
the
idea.
cupcake wrappers?
We could
Yeah, we
probably
used to do
combine them with the toothpicks and make it,
Yeah, you can like pierce them with the
Yeah.
toothpicks.
I'll do that.
We should measure the height of this as well.
These can help support the cup at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, should this be our base?
Yeah.
Should we put this as our first structure? Or do
How
we want
would
to
we
attach?
like-
We can have the other straw easily enough.
Should we like put some like spaghetti and wrap the corners?
Yes.
and cover
Yes.
it?
Yeah, give it
Not
an
more.
edge.
Stick a spaghetti on the top.
Just again.
Leave us with at least one spaghetti uncracked.
Okay.
Yeah, let's measure that again as
I
well.
think we need to do one support down at this bottom more.
How does it will stay in?
Well, we just.
Do you want another one?
What if you put
That's what we
pasta
use.
inside of it?
Alright, we gotta make sure we got 10
I mean,
other
we-
structures that
Alright.
stick around.
Here's our
Measure
first
the
I'm
stack.
also worried about
Here
here.
goes our first stack,
Wait, we
guys.
stack in the second part.
Oh,
How much time do we have
I'm not
left?
stacking.
How,
35 seconds?
2:35.
We are barely at 30 inches.
hey, that's
Well, then
30 enough for me.
throw spaghetti up top.
What are our
I mean,
other
I think we're good,
ideas for
look.
the other structures?
I'm making an origami
Yeah, do
cookie
you have
cutter.
It has a, okay.
I mean, even just a paper
Needs
clip
two
on the top.
materials.
Oh, here, we haven't used any
What if I
materials
stuck a
yet.
I'll
toothpick?
use
No, we have, they're down there.
umbrella on the top.
Okay, how many
Well, this
structures
weighs
do we
out.
have currently?
Right, doesn't this weigh less?
Okay, one.
I mean, it's like at 30.
But we can go
Right,
higher.
2. Okay, so we need
I don't think we
significantly
need
more
that.
structures.
Yeah.
Does a toothpick reach 30?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like at 30.
Yeah, I'll turn some off.
As long as it's not too heavy and it tips over.
Good
Wow,
job.
that's a great use of altering materials, Rebecca.
So do we have 10 little
How much
structures?
time do we
or
have
nine
left?
little
No, we're
structures?
working on it.
Guys, we have a little less than
What's
2
this?
minutes left to get our structures ready.
I'm doing it again, and I'm doing that.
Structure, done. Done. Structure, done.
It's like 31 and a
Should
half.
we make anything like
Alright.
cool with our little things? Should
Can we
do
just like
a-
put a little structure area so we know how many we have?
Yeah, sure, here's 3.
Really
So
not wrong.
number one's the foil base. Number two's this height contraption.
I'm gonna lick a piece of pasta.
Oh, here it is, here's our 5th structure.
You want them to
Should we put like another little, oh wait, we just have to stack it within there. So what, we have what, 5 now? Or 6, 7,
I love that. That's so great.
8?
How much time do we have left?
Remember, everything needs to be inside the square.
Guys,
so
we
don't
have
make
about a
stuff
minute
super
left.
big.
Let's count how many structures we have and make sure we're on track to finish on
That,
time.
if we put that to
We allowed to put stuff in the square before the challenge
Yeah.
starts.
This is one of our structures, yes.
So 1, 2,
Here, this could be a structure.
Wait, where did you go right from?
the cocktail.
Wait, is this
umbrellas.
too big for the,
Oh, these came from the cocktail umbrella?
We can practice stacking in the square.
well, I think we're good.
How many
Do we
have?
want to do a
These are
quick
base.
count?
The only thing is we have to, do we want to move this closer, as
You know
close as
what?
possible?
Let's make some
Yeah.
backups.
Yeah.
And make sure we use all of our materials. How much time?
Should we move this closer?
25 seconds.
Guys, we have
Yeah.
25 seconds left.
Still don't. Do we actually have? Do we
Nice,
actually
that's
have
really
that?
It's gonna be
Thank you.
nice,
Do we
extra
actually
trickle.
have?
Up on
Oh,
top, under the umbrella.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Do you need more mailing labels? You can take them down.
If I just laid a band-aid on top of the cupcake.
If you're getting put more mailing labels anywhere, probably put them around the bottom just in case.
No, he sits
I don't know. I don't know how we
Just
would-
use them up as much as you
Guys,
can.
how many structures do we have?
Enough.
Okay.
We do.
Time.
Okay, team, please count out your 10 structures and show us the 10 structures.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is number 7.
7, 8, 9.
Pick the other spoons.
Yeah, they're big. 10. Oh, it's still got 2 things. It's fine.
It's
yeah.
abstract.
Okay, so you have 10 things, then you may now build in the square.
First or last?
So that's the first. Hold on.
That
Position
should be
this so it's
first.
inside the square, you know what I mean?
There we go.
You got it.
Wait to the top after the square.
Two.
Oh, do we wait our 5 seconds?
It is anyway.
Okay.
All right.
Just try and get as
That's,
much room as you
yeah,
can.
that's good. All right. That was really good.
Start stacking everything else.
Well,
We have to wait 5 seconds in
5,
between.
4,
We actually.
3, 2, 1.
Next.
next.
He's sunbathing.
You have a little wait.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
You can put it on the foil too in the bottom.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait, what number are we at?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think we were counting too fast.
It's a
5,
No, that's his fishing pole.
3, 2,
And these are the fish.
Yeah, he's fishing. There you go. Those are all the fish down there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think this is 10.
Sure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah, there's
time
three
do
up
we
here.
have?
We can always just add more. There's no problem with adding more.
And then the base is 10. Okay.
Do you want to add one more for good
Alright, let's
measure?
throw one more on. Alright, a bundle of sticks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright.
Good job,
Are we
guys.
good to call time?
Let's, yeah, I think
Yeah.
Should we call time
Call
together?
time together?
Alright.
Alright.
3, 2,